Welcome to A Fan's Perspective. It's your boy Boogie 45. How y'all feeling today? Did I hear Rick Ross apologize? Is that what I was hearing? Let's get into it.
That will likely try to make something of you being like, hey, play that joint without the Drake vocals.
When I said that on stage, I let DJ Nasty call that shit out. Whatever we gonna do, DJ Nasty, you let me know. Okay, we doing Aston Martin minus the Drake vocals. I want to do Aston Martin music minus Drake vocals.
And you encourage the fans to sing. I want y'all to sing along.
Without Little Man.
Sing Little Man Cry. Go ahead, Drake, if you listening to this, homie, listen to me. My shine. They're the biggest in the game on speed dial. The in the studio, Montana, like, call my Drake. Cool, call me. Before I knew him, I would love to throw in right now. That's when you had the big nose, but we ain't gonna go there.
Shout out to Drake, man. Let's not, you was doing good.
This is the first time I'm gonna say this. Shout out to homie.
Yeah, shout out to Drake.
Ross, the internet will like.
All right. If I could recall, when Drake is watching he watched everybody who fronted on him when he was going through that battle with Kendrick, right? And Ross was one of the main ones. You waited until Kendrick started coming at Drake in order for you to try to insert your issue in there with Drake, right? And you vouching for somebody else. This is not even really a beef. You was vouching for French. I think, yeah, it was French, right? And you took it as far as going to Canada to play Kendrick's diss song in Canada to disrespect Drake. And an ass whooping followed that. But I don't think Drake is fucking with nobody. Especially with this Iceman album coming out, I don't think Drake is gonna mess with nobody, man. Besides the people that stayed down with him. And that's a very short list. And I think that what I said about the whole Drake and Kendrick beef is starting to come to pass. When Ross thought about it, some of his biggest hits were the songs he made with Drake. That's what some of his biggest songs, right? And I don't think Drake is off them dudes no more. You know what I mean? Even though French probably has a relationship with Drake, I don't think he's messing with Ross at all. You know what I mean? And like what I said about between the Drake and Kendrick situation, Drake helped out a lot of people music-wise in the game. And he provided a certain cool. He provided the type of music that you could play in clubs, parties, get-togethers. You want to have fun too. You want to bag a girl too. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick don't provide that. And I said, if you're going to take somebody out of the top spot, you have to provide what they've been providing. Hence 50 Cent and Ja Rule. You understand? When 50 got Ja Rule out the way, 50 started providing the same type of songs that Ja Rule was providing. You understand what I'm saying? So I just don't think Drake is going to be off too many people in this, in this new run that he's on right now, that he's preparing himself to do. You know what I mean? And I think the verses with Ross and French Montana was horrible. I really, honestly, I think verses should have stayed in the pandemic because nobody want to see them half-ass performances now. You can actually perform on the stage now. You know what I mean? So, and I think with him and French at that verses, it kind of made him realize and he was dissing them all the way to the verse, all the way at the verses. So now you want to apologize? Nah, I don't think Drake's accepting that. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that dealt with Drake are starting to realize that they were better off allies with him than enemies against him. You know what I mean? So, that's what it is, man. And, I think Drake is going to be a different type of Drake this time around, man. You know what I mean? I think that he ain't really going to be showing all that love that he was showing before. Because in his mind, he felt like people turned his back on him. Even though people in hip hop that know better, it's like, it was a battle. I mean, how do you expect multiple people to get involved in a battle and you going against one man? But I think what it was is that nobody was riding for Drake. You know, everybody kind of jumped on Kendrick's side. Nobody still waved the Drake flag. It wasn't cool to wave the Drake flag no more. So now, when Drake go on this run, a lot of you dudes that was getting features, that was getting video appearances, and he was just doing it off the strength, just showing love, that shit over with, man. Them stimulus packages that Drake was giving out, yeah, they ain't coming no more. You know what I mean? And y'all gonna have to fend for yourself in this rap game. And honestly, the game been kind of dead since Drake fell back, if you really want to be honest. Because I knew Kendrick was gonna have his run. But after that, what's next? Kendrick gonna wait another 5 years to put out an album? You know what I mean? Drake was consistently keeping the ecosystem with good music. You know what I'm saying? And I think by him falling back, it made everybody realize how important he was. And you're starting to see it. Now, on the flip side, I would say, if y'all are artists, put out music. It shouldn't take for Drake to provide the cool. You provide the cool. You got the same 24 hours in the studio in the day he do. And y'all artists, y'all in the rap game. You understand? But I think Drake is gonna be a different type of Drake. And I think that everybody who fronting on him, he ain't messing with none of them. You know what I'm saying? So all them backhanded apologies and trying to get cool with Drake because you know he about to go on a crazy run this time around, you know, I don't think it's gonna work. He's seen people for who they were. And in all respect, to be fair, it is the industry. And certain things you can't expect out of people that are industry people, like loyalty. You know what I mean? So I think he has gotten his wake-up call, and I think he's able to differentiate who from who, who's formed from who's not formed. And y'all gonna feel it. Y'all gonna feel it. Because, you know, even with French, like, you know, when Max B came home, okay, you know, there was a wave there. But I don't see Max B having this long, drawn-out career like, you know, like everybody was anticipating. Because Max B got carried on a lot of those new songs that he was on, you know. And French been kind of cold for a minute. You know, he's now starting to heat back up, but he's been kind of cold for a minute. Ross been kind of cold for a minute. You know what I mean? So I think they come to the realization that they want to get back in the studio and make good music, but Drake ain't messing with them. Y'all gonna have to do it on your own. I think Drake is going to use his power now. Like the fan base, the amount of reach and power he has, I think he's going to use it now against people that were against him. So y'all better brace yourselves, man. Drake look like the type of person that holds grudges. Believe that. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna front. If I did so much for so many people in the game without growing up with these people and giving them good looks and giving them alley hoops, and you know, when it come down to, you know, the industry turning against me, y'all turn with them. He ain't messing with none of y'all no more. So, you know, I don't think, just bottom line, I don't think Drake is accepting that apology, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all want with that information, but I don't think Drake messing with none of y'all. Absolutely not. It ain't happening. Anyway, that's my time for today. From a fan's perspective, you can catch me on this platform on YouTube, and I'll have other videos dropping. You know, check out my car content too, man. I'll be showing how to knock out little jobs and stuff like that too, man. You know, just in case for anybody who need it. You hear me? All right, so y'all have a beautiful Mother's Day weekend. For all the mothers out there, salute y'all for doing what y'all do. You feel me? And without y'all, there wouldn't be no us. You know what I'm saying? So have a great weekend. Peace.